Morning. Today we are going to learn the concept of polymorphism. Particularly, we will go and learn with the function overloading. So let's define what is polymorphism. Polymorphism is a Greek term. It's a Greek term. It divides into two components: poly and morph. Poly means many. Morph means form. So a single function can take more than one form, depend upon the number of arguments and type of arguments. So there are two types. One is a compile time polymorphism and second one is a runtime polymorphism. That is wrapping up of data member and member function together. This is called compile time, is also called as overloading or static binding. Another name for that is overloading or a static binding. Whereas the runtime polymorphism, this is also called as overriding or late binding. It's called late binding or this is also called as overriding. Okay, so the compile time polymorphism can be achieved in two ways. One is using function overloading and other concept is operator overloading. Whereas runtime polymorphism can be done with a virtual function or a pure virtual function. So today's main focus is here with the function overloading. So let's take what is by function overloading, we are going to do and the things. The function overloading. Understand the definition. What is overloading? Providing more than one task to the same thing. That's called as the overload. So functions are overloading here. Definition is a function prototype is same. Okay, function overloading means name of the function is same, but the number of arguments and type of arguments are different. So let's describe here. The function can perform more than one task. More than one task. Depends upon type and number of parameters passed to parameters passed to the end. So that's called as a function overloading. So function, for example, here, okay, sum is a function where it's taking only one argument. Okay, another sum is a function where it's taking two arguments in A and B. Another sum is a function which doesn't take any argument. Another one more function sum where it takes one argument as integer and another argument as b. There are three arguments and another argument as float c. Okay, so these are different types of functions. Function is sum here, there is no argument. Function with a single argument, function with the two argument, function with the three argument of a different data type. So depending on the type of number of arguments and type of arguments are passed, so it overloads. So for example, I will take a real example for this. Understand what is function overloading. Function overloading. So that you will be very clear what is that concept of overloading is. Say person XYZ is a person. If I pass the argument college, if I pass the argument college to XYZ person. So they, the XYZ either act as lecturer or a student. Lecturer or student. That's his operation. Okay. The task as the XYZ is a person. If I pass the argument as college, he acts as the lecturer or a student. If same XYZ, the argument is passed as father. So what is that operation changes now? The same person, the operation act as maybe a son or a daughter. If same XYZ person, if I pass the friends, the arguments are changing. Then he acts or she acts as a friend. So this is the concept of overloading. Function having the Same person. XYZ is the same function. Function is same, but the type of arguments are different. Depending upon the type of argument, the operation is different. The acting as that's called as a function overloading. So let's take the function having the different type of argument and different number of arguments or called function overloading. Let's take a one programs to understand that class function overloading example. Okay, so here we are going to overload. The name of the function is same but with the different arguments. The public int x and int y. So variables we are going to take. Then public we are performing. I'm not returning any value, right? Sum and a. So here see out simply displaying the value of add a plus a. Okay. Similarly, y sum int a float b and see out addition is equal to slash tick a plus b. Okay. Y one more I will take. Place of argument can be changed. Okay. Float c int a int b. There are three arguments over here. C out addition equal to a plus b plus c. Close with this and I'm closing with the plus. Let's create an object and pause. Okay. In main, creating the object for the function example. Function example. That's an object, then object dot sum. So that will be called object dot sum. Here integer and float value. Then to 3 point. Okay. Then how to call this? That is object dot sum of what are the values here? First value is float int a. So 5.23 comma 6. Okay. Then as it is an integer, we are going to say return. So this is the program of function overloading. So let's trace back this. How we are going to trace? The first you are going to trace it. Once you trace the program, so first object is created. Object created is passed the integer. So that will call here and 5 plus 5 that is 10. Hence add 10 will come. So there is no slash C, there is nothing. Next, we're calling integer and float. So this calls here. This object called here. So integer and float that is 2 plus 3.2. Okay. So that is addition equal to with the value comes here 3 5.2. Next, I'm calling the three elements and hence here are the three arguments. It matches here wrapping up of data member and member function during the compilation. So simply it adds with the value called 5.2 plus 3 plus 6. So 9 and 14.2 will be the answer. So this is how this is into the function overload. Thank you.